You're about to spend real money registering a company. And here's the part nobody warns you about. You could do everything right, pay every fee, and still get rejected by Stripe and every bank. So before you choose between a UK LTD and a US LLC, let me show you which one is actually right for you. Most people get this backwards. They think, register the company, then the bank approves me. Banks and payment gateways think the opposite. To them, your company is just paperwork. What they're really asking is, can I trust this person, and is this a real business? So the real question isn't UK versus US. It's which setup gets you approved from your country. A UK limited company is registered at Companies House. As a non-resident, you can own it 100% from anywhere, usually approved in about a day. You need a UK-registered office address. A virtual office is fine and legal, and you file 2 things a year: a confirmation statement and annual accounts. It's light and predictable, and the UK tends to look established to European fintechs like Wise. A US LLC is a state company, Wyoming, New Mexico, or Delaware. As a non-resident, you can own it fully and get an EIN. Your company tax ID with no social security number. For many single-owner non-resident LLCs, there's often no US income tax, but you still must file Form 5472 with an 1120 every year. Filing is not paying. Skip it, and the penalty starts at $25,000. Where the US really wins is Stripe and Mercury. Here's the factor that beats both. It's not UK or US, it's proof that you're a real business. A simple professional website, a clear description of what you sell, an invoice or two, and documents that all match. Banks approve trust, not company types. I've seen a weaker company get approved because the founder looked legitimate, and a perfect company get rejected because nothing matched. Quick rule of thumb: if you sell mostly into the UK and Europe, or you want lighter, cheaper compliance, lean UK Limited. If your customers and payments are mostly US-based, or you live and die by Stripe, lean US LLC. Not sure, for most online founders chasing Stripe, the US LLC is the common winner, but only with the trust pieces in place. Let me make this real. A digital agency in Pakistan with US clients, US LLC, Stripe and Mercury. An e-commerce seller shipping into the UK and Europe, UK Limited and Wise. A freelancer in Bangladesh on Upwork, usually a US LLC with Payoneer and Wise. And a SaaS founder in India, billing globally through Stripe, US LLC, almost every time. Now the mistakes that get people rejected. 1. Thinking registration equals approval. 2. A vague business description. Consulting tells a bank nothing, so be specific. 3. A mismatched name or address across your documents. That's an instant red flag. 4. No website, no invoices, nothing that says real business. And please, never use fake documents or someone else's identity. It works for a week, then your funds get frozen. Here's your clean, legal checklist. Pick the company based on where your customers and payments are. Register it properly, a UK office, or a US state plus EIN. Build a simple professional website. Get proof of address that matches your ID. And know your yearly filing before you start, not after. Let me be straight with you. Anyone promising guaranteed bank or Stripe approval is lying. Anyone selling fake utility bills or nominee tricks is handing you a time bomb. The legal path is slower, but it's the only one where the money you make is money you actually keep. And remember, this is education, not legal advice. Rules change, so always verify with official sources, the bank, or a qualified accountant before you decide. So, UK Limited for UK and Europe and light compliance, US LLC for Stripe and US banking, and the real decider every time is how legitimate you look. Drop a comment with your country, your business type, and whether you're leaning UK or US. I read them, and I'll point you the right way. Subscribe for the honest version of this every week. I'll see you in the next one.